Do you think this is just another one of those historical moments that we just have to kind of get through and hopefully something better comes up?
I don't know if you guys have watched Jon Stewart's comeback, but he said something about how democracy isn't something you have, it's something you do. Like, I lived in Tunisia for 2.5 months when their democracy, there was a referendum upcoming that was potentially really going to screw up their democracy, depending on whose perspective you believed on what it could do. I remember noticing how fragile democracy really is. You'd read the news and see, oh yeah, the president just fired 50 judges who he disagrees with politically. And then you carry on with your day and finish the movie and get your popcorn and stuff. And it's just like, it's very easy to stick your head in the sand and ignore really big red flags happening around you. But burying your head in the sand can be comfortable until it's not. And that's why you also have to listen to the most vulnerable members of your community, because they feel it before you do. They will sound the alarm, as we are hearing from trans folks in our communities. We're seeing the most vulnerable under attack right now. These are the moments that we have to actively nurture the survival of our democracy. When you talk about living through an uncomfortable moment of transition, it's not just one we have to live through, it's one we have to be really conscious and active as we endure it. So we need to be very intentional about, who do we want, what version of journalism is going to rise out of this? Do we want it to be in the hands of tech giants? Do we want it to be in the hands of live streamers, for better or worse? Do we want it to be in the hands of the mainstream in a different capacity? And these are, I think that as opposed to other fundamental changes in the way that information is conveyed, like we saw with like print to TV, radio, like all those things, this is a bigger one, because it's the barrier to entry has dropped hugely in a way that it never has before. So I think we have to be really vigilant with how we navigate this transition. And I don't know what that vigilance should look like. And I think there's a lot of really compelling answers that people might have to that probably have a lot bigger brains than me. So